The film opens by showing a gathering of townsfolk in a place called Kentucky, reflecting on memories and mourning the women who fell victim to a tragedy known as the Clovehitch Killer. The killings had taken place 10 years earlier. A serial killer who claimed the lives of 10 women in 10 days, with 3 more women still missing. We are then introduced to Don, a devoted father who spends his days serving as a Boy Scout leader. His son, Tyler, also takes part in the routine scouting activities. Don and Tyler are well known in their community for their love of animals. At one point, they even go out of their way to move a turtle off the road. That night, Tyler struggles to sleep. Secretly, he has been getting close to a girl named Emmy. Without asking Don for permission, Tyler borrows his father's car to take Emmy for a ride. They end up parked in a lot, and whatever happens inside the car remains unknown. Back home, Tyler lives in a deeply religious family, one that begins each day with positive conversations and always opens and closes meals with prayer. They attend the only church in town every week, a place where everyone is familiar to Tyler. After one service, Tyler's friend Billy notices a woman outside the church. It isn't Emmy, but another woman who is known for constantly reading the newspaper, desperately searching for updates about the Clovehitch Killer. Billy and his friends gossip cruelly about her, claiming her mother abandoned her to sleep with 5 football players. Later at home, Tyler is shocked when Billy tells him that rumors have begun to spread, that people are calling Tyler perverted, though he doesn't even understand why. Tyler suspects the gossip came from Emmy. Distracted by the growing whispers, Tyler becomes glued to his phone, to the point that his mother has to take it away just to get him to join family conversations. A week passes and the rumors only grow louder. Another memorial service for the victims is held with the same somber atmosphere, but Tyler can't focus anymore. His mind keeps circling back to Emmy, wondering why she would spread such gossip when nothing inappropriate had happened that night. The weight of the rumors begins to deeply affect him. Every night, Tyler's mother scolds him again and again, often catching him still awake, hiding behind the glow of his laptop. The next morning, Tyler deliberately approaches Billy, though his visit has only one purpose: to ask an unexpected question. Tyler wants to know about the mysterious girl, but Billy refuses to answer. Left with no choice, Tyler decides to look for her himself. Luckily, the girl is still standing outside the church, and Tyler begins following her. When they finally talk, he learns her name is Cassie. Tyler makes it clear that he only wants to know more about the Clovehitch Killer. Cassie agrees to help and gives him her address, telling him to come by at 3 p.m. That afternoon, Tyler arrives at her place, where he is greeted by Cassie's adoptive grandmother. Inside the house, Cassie begins sharing information she has collected, details she has gathered tirelessly from countless sources. It's no wonder she is always seen reading old newspapers, searching for every clue about the Clovehitch Killer. According to Cassie, one puzzling question remains: why has the killer not struck again in the past 10 years? If he is still in town, what has he been doing? That night, Tyler returns to his family's usual bedtime ritual, spending time together playing cards to strengthen their bond. He and his younger sister especially enjoy this positive family tradition. The next morning, Tyler visits Cassie again. Wanting to be polite, he makes tea for her grandmother before they continue digging through old papers, searching for answers about the Clovehitch Killer. But all they manage to find are details about the 10 confirmed victims. It's then that Tyler surprises Cassie by suggesting she come over to meet his family. He asks her to pretend to be his girlfriend. At first, Cassie refuses, but eventually she agrees, on one condition: she must not mention anything about their discussions on the killer. She needs to appear as a good, normal girl so that Tyler's parents can be proud of him for having a girlfriend. Sure enough, when Cassie visits, both Don and Tyler's mother react positively. In fact, his mother remarks that Cassie is the very first girl ever to join them for a family dinner. A week later, time passes quickly, and Don faces the reality that Tyler will be away at a jamboree for 2 weeks. As a son who always makes his parents proud, Tyler feels reluctant to leave, but he has no choice but to endure the longing. Meanwhile, Tyler's mother and younger sister also leave town to stay at their grandmother's house for the same 2 weeks. Left alone, Don settles into a solitary routine, tidying the yard, chatting with local police officers, and shopping at his usual supermarket. Independent and capable, Don manages well despite his family's absence. He even enjoys helping out anyone who might need a hand. Upon arriving home, Don is seen opening the attic storage space, only for something completely unexpected to unfold. With a hanger and a Polaroid camera in hand, it is revealed that Don harbors a secret obsession. He enjoys cross-dressing as a woman. But it doesn't stop there. Don is also fascinated with photographs of people bound by ropes. This disturbing hobby, however, doesn't last long before someone shows up at the house. Startled, Don quickly hides his shameful secret from the unexpected visitor, Cassie. Cassie asks about Tyler, who hasn't contacted her. Confused, Don wonders why Tyler never told Cassie he would be away camping. After a brief conversation, Cassie leaves when her father calls. Once she's gone, Don seizes the moment to return to his cross-dressing ritual. Strangely, his frustration grows. He lashes out in anger, dissatisfied with the photos he has taken, despite having waited years for such solitude in his own home. Eventually, it's revealed that Don has been carefully preparing equipment he has kept hidden all along. Soon after, a woman, previously seen at the supermarket, falls asleep in her living room, unaware that Don is sneaking into her house. Here, Don threatens her, demanding her phone and car keys so she cannot call for help or escape. He then orders her to take a bag he prepared and head into the bedroom. Inside, Don's twisted ritual begins, using ropes in ways only he understands. For Don, this bizarre act is both a dark obsession and the fulfillment of his long-suppressed desires. The truth is grim. Everyone believed Don was the perfect father, devoted to faith and family values. Yet behind closed doors, he was nothing like the man he pretended to be. But Don doesn't realize. Tyler has witnessed his actions. The scene shifts. Tyler becomes increasingly fixated on his father's shed. Waiting until Don is away, Tyler finally sneaks inside for the first time. Among countless documents he cannot make sense of, he discovers a hidden compartment beneath the shed. Inside, he finds disturbing books about ropes and human bondage. Even more shocking, photographs of women bound head to toe in rope. From that moment, Tyler is forced to pretend respect toward his father, hiding the truth he now knows. Even when scolded by his mother for being on his laptop too much, Tyler is secretly researching the Clovehitch Killer, comparing the victims' names with those he found in Don's photos. It becomes clear in his mind, Don is the killer. The reason he hasn't struck in 10 years is simple. He has been restrained by the presence of a family to protect. Tyler's bond with Cassie grows beyond just searching for information. He finally confides in her, admitting that he suspects his own father. Together, they return to the shed and uncover yet another secret, a blueprint of Tyler's house. This house itself hides Don's twisted past. Behind a drainage outlet, Tyler discovers yet another hidden space, larger than the one before, reeking with a nauseating stench. It's clear this room had once been Don's private chamber for indulging in his darkest obsessions. There, Tyler finds a box bound with ropes, containing more disturbing books, and even the identities of all 10 victims. At this point, his suspicions turn into certainty. Tyler then meets Cassie at an abandoned house. Here, Cassie finally opens up. She once lived with her mother, until her mother mysteriously disappeared. She is convinced the Clovehitch Killer was behind it, and the truth hits hard. Her mother was one of the 3 missing women whose identities the police never confirmed. Since then, Cassie has carried her trauma alone, fighting to uncover clues, even at the cost of enduring cruel rumors that her mother had run away with 5 football players. But now the truth is laid bare. Realizing the horror of who his father truly is, Tyler begins plotting. During the Boy Scout trip, he never actually goes camping. Instead, he slips away midway and secretly meets Cassie. From that day on, while Don believes he is alone, Tyler and Cassie watch his every move. Whether Don is cleaning the yard, chatting with police officers, or stalking a woman at the supermarket. Slowly, Don's perversion unravels before their eyes, his disturbing impulses overpowering morality. Tyler takes the risk of sneaking back into his house to activate a GPS tracker on his father's phone. But before he can leave, Don unexpectedly returns, dressed as a woman. Panicked, Tyler reaches out to Cassie for help. Not long after, Cassie shows up at Don's house, pretending her visit is casual, just to create a chance for Tyler to escape. To further mislead Don, Tyler even calls Cassie while disguising his voice as his father's. Now, for Tyler and Cassie, it's only a matter of time, counting the minutes until Don makes his next move. After a shower, Tyler learns from Cassie that his father has already left home. They track him to the house of the very woman Don had been watching at the supermarket. Sure enough, Don marks an entry point with rope. There's no doubt, the house is his next target. Tyler and Cassie take turns keeping watch, but despite their vigilance, Don slips past them. By the time they realize Don is already inside, the hunt has begun. As Don pulls a chair into place, Tyler and Cassie are already in the house. At first they hold back, not daring to intervene, but the tension mounts until Tyler can no longer contain himself. And so their confrontation reached its peak. Don, caught red-handed in the middle of his twisted act, now stood exposed before Tyler and Cassie. The terrified victim was quickly freed, but Don, stripped of shame, turned violent, lunging at Cassie. To manipulate Tyler, who was holding the gun, Don suddenly shifted his demeanor, pretending he never meant harm. Desperate for his son's trust, he played the role of a misunderstood father. Tragically, Tyler fell for the deception. He handed the weapon to Don. But Don was merciless. Without hesitation, he pulled the trigger, revealing the cruel truth. The gun was empty. It was never loaded. In that moment, Tyler finally understood. His father had no love for him. Don would rather see his son dead than have his crimes exposed. Overpowered, Tyler had no chance of fighting back. But then Cassie intervened, striking Don from behind. He collapsed, unconscious. Tyler, still torn between love and betrayal, wrestled with the realization that his devotion had never been reciprocated. Cassie wanted to call the police, but Tyler stopped her. 3 weeks passed. Don was gone. No one knew the truth. Tyler kept the secret, telling his mother and sister nothing. To the outside world, Don had simply vanished. Eventually, the police found his body, but no one suspected foul play. As the eldest son, Tyler bore the unbearable weight of silence. Everyone remembered Don as a model father, a man of faith and honor. But Tyler knew better. Behind the facade, Don's true self was monstrous. A memorial was held in his honor. Scouts gathered at the church to celebrate the man they thought Don was. The police had ruled his death as self-inflicted, making the cover story seamless. The last woman Don had targeted never saw his face, so no report was ever filed. No one knew the truth. Behind Tyler's eulogy, it was he and Cassie who had ensured Don's end. On that night, Don had still been breathing, but together they chose to end his reign of terror. Hiding out in the woods for nights, Tyler made sure Don's disgrace would be buried forever, even if it meant erasing him from existence. There would be no more empty guns, no more second chances. The secret would die with them. To protect Don's reputation, Tyler and Cassie vowed to carry it to the grave. At the service, Tyler closed his speech with trembling words, "I love you, Dad." And the final truth lingered, why Tyler had first begun to doubt his father. It was Emmy who had discovered a photo of a bound figure inside Don's car. The picture wasn't Tyler's, but Don's. From that moment, suspicion had taken root in Tyler's heart, leading him down the path to uncover his father's darkest secret. And that's it for the story series of this film. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to support this channel by subscribe, like and share. See you in the next video. Goodbye.